The following show is not intended for children under the age of 17. There will be foul language and adult content. Viewer discretion is advised.
Numbers and my stock is going up cause of my hunger. When you see me in my zone, I'm locked in, not clocked in. I'm never boxed in. When you see me in my When I'm in my zone, I feel like I'm alone. I feel like I'm unknown to the world that's full of clones. My originality's focused on principalities broken. I'm loaning my heart and soul to the game that's scared to pay it back. And failure is a motherfucker. The strength to go on and believing in another sucker who don't see the vision in you. So you gotta work harder times two. Gotta make it do what it do. With the limited sources you have, your dream is still a fine motivation in you and inspire the world to do what you can. If you love it, then fuck it, get through it. Yeah. Mumble mentality activated. I waited for so long. Get burdens I've outweighed. When you see me in my
All right. It's going to be an interesting show. I can already see it.
Yeah. Happy Gentlemen's Talk Wednesday, people. Happy Gentlemen's Talk Wednesday. We are back. We're sorry about missing last week. It is what it is. We had some last minute difficulties that we were not expecting. As you all know, we are in the midst of a whole bunch of nonsense. Whereas
That's one way of putting
it. All we can do is adjust to people's schedules, and we're still here. We are here. We're back, and we are ready. I am the one and only DJ Micah B. Y'all already know what it is. Juneteenth Parade Saturday, right there in McNair, Texas. McNair Strong. Y'all already know. M-Tree.
Yes, Sirski. So look, you know who it is. It's your boy, Mr. GQ. I'm tired, boss. We out here in a different location tonight, so if my signal a little spotty, I apologize. I'm in Corpus Christi, Texas. But as the tagline simply says, fathers are forgotten. I said what I said, and we'll dive into it as we get into the show later tonight.
Yep. Well, you know what? Let's in classic GT fashion. How has the week been to you? How has it treated you?
Well, the month of June in general, I've been traveling for work. So yeah, that's why obviously we didn't have a show last week. I was out. I was in another city inside of Texas, but I was away from my setup, as we'll say, and I was unable to be around. So it's been a very busy month. And in this week, it's only Wednesday, but the week is just moving at a high rate of speed, still going. Like I said, I'm in this hotel room. I got a little big head toddler over here, off to my side over here. So, yeah, but we're here though.
I feel that. It's pretty much the same thing on my side. I mean, it's been kind of slow at work in the warehouse, but I mean, I'm the supervisor, so I got a hell of a bunch of other stuff I got to do, and it's mentally, it's been taxing. Physically, not so much. But you know, I mean,
yeah.
What can we do? We take the blows and we keep it pushing.
That's it. That's all we can do, man. We didn't say it was easy. We just said
no.
We got to do. We got to make it do what it do.
Yeah. All right, so let's get into this. Because I am so happy you're back because I really wanted to hear your perspective on this. Yeah. We're going to take it to this what's trending real quick because last week the show was centered around. Oh, my God. The show was centered around. Okay. The show was centered around.
Somebody got to represent for the coalition.
Yeah, for sure. The show is definitely centered around Karmelo Anthony and the Austin Metcalf case that has taken the internet by storm. And not necessarily the verdict of everything that happened, but everything surrounding it and everything that happened towards going towards it, right? So
Yeah.
I'm gonna lay out the facts, right? I'm gonna lay out the facts, and then we're gonna talk about a couple of things, right? Fact number one. Karmelo Anthony was under the tent for Fresno. Of the school he did not attend, but Austin Metcalf did attend. That's fact one. Everybody has acknowledged that fact. Fact two. Somebody was stabbed, which was Austin Metcalf. Oh, my bad. Fact two. Everybody acknowledged that Austin Metcalf did push Karmelo Anthony. Fact three. Austin Metcalf was stabbed. And last but not least, fact four, which everybody has been up in arms about. Austin Metcalf was stabbed with a normal multi-tool pocket knife set, as in the one with the corkscrew and then a knife and different things on it. A Swiss Army knife, right? Like that. That's what he was stabbed with.
Which is very uncommon in the modern era. Nobody carries a Swiss Army knife anymore.
Right. So those are the facts. And the reason why I brought that last fact up is because everybody's saying it is illegal to have a knife. The Texas law state, if it's the size of your palm, it's not. But somewhere in the information, it got skewed that it was a Swiss Army knife, which is just a multi-tool 8-piece Swiss Army knife set, right?
Yeah. And the knife inside of the Swiss Army knife is within the law.
Absolutely.
It's not a big blade.
Now,
actually, there's 2 blades and a saw, to be exact.
Now, the main opinions surrounding or the main questions that were surrounding this case. Who was the aggressor? Does stand your law ground or stand your ground law apply? My bad. And the last thing I want to bring up is the opinion on whether it was, if you feel that Karmelo Anthony was assaulted, right? And we'll get to the racial undertones right after. So, by definition of assault, was this an assault? Yes. On Austin
by
Metcalf's
every
part,
definition.
Yes. By every definition possibly known to man, especially in Texas, a push is an assault.
Yes.
So that is
a push.
Absolutely
it is a now. It is considered a non-aggressive assault, but it is an assault nonetheless, which is odd because I'm like, I would classify a push more of an instigation versus an assault, but.
So under Texas Penal Code 22.01 under state law, assault includes intentionally or knowingly causing unwanted physical contact that the person knows or should reasonably believe the victim will regard as offensive or provocative, even if it causes no physical harm or pain. So yes, Mo, what up, man? So I'm happy you here because I definitely wanted to hear your perspective on this too.
I'm in studio today, so no interruptions.
Yeah. So yes, the push by Texas law.
Look, minus the internet probably on my side. My internet is actually dumb.
By Texas law, yes, the push is considered an assault. my question here is to you. We've heard the cases from Austin Metcalf's side, and we've heard the defense. Kinda. We didn't hear it necessarily from Karmelo himself because he didn't take the stand, which was absolutely crazy to me. But do you think the push warranted the reaction? Because what is said by multiple people, it was a push, and then there was multiple people plus the twin brother with Austin Metcalf.
So let me start like this. I've had a few conversations with a few people, and let's just start with, and I'm glad that Moo is here because he can validate and back this up. First of all, Karmelo shouldn't have been under that tent in the first place. Let me just start there. Because I ran track and field all through high school. And let me tell you something about Coach South. When we was at a varsity track meet, it was about business. You wasn't associating underneath nobody's tent. We set up our campsite. You was at your campsite. Unless you was at your event warming up, you wasn't underneath nobody's tent, period. So that type of shit was already not to happen. Because if he saw you, especially if it was Sterling High School. If we was underneath Sterling High School's tent, we who's cooked. You know what I'm saying? So that already was an issue right off the bat. This friendly ass sports culture that we have, where it's like on competition day, we mingling with the competition, or as the kids say, with the ops. First of all, fuck all that. We're not doing that. I'm here to be on your head.
Real.
I'm here to win. I'm here to put these medals on. I'm not here to be your friend. We can talk after the fucking. We can talk after the event. But
by the way, too,
I'm not fucking with you.
By the way, too, I don't know how true it is, but Karmelo was not part of the track and field team. So that's a different thing within itself. He was just an athlete that attended.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So, yeah. So now let's go to point number. Now we go to point number 2. Does the push warrant the reaction? No. Because even though we've had this discussion generationally, how different things are, at that point, when somebody pushes you, in this case, Mr. Metcalf pushes Karmelo, we got to test hands. We ain't got to stab nobody. We testing hands. Straight up. You don't push me, let's test these hands now. Like, we got to escalate this accordingly. You don't go from getting pushed to, like, that's not the escalation of force. I'm sorry. Like, and I'm not trying to make light of the situation, but if somebody push you, you don't immediately pull out the gun and shoot him. You don't immediately pull out the knife and stab him. You run the fade. You like, fuck it. Let's, or as, the dumb shit we say, catch a square. Or, saying, let's square up, ho. Like something. Like you gotta test these hands now because you don't push me. At that point, I should not be escalating to the point where I grab a weapon of some kind or equalizer for lack of. Now, if he was getting jumped, different story. But that's not what happened. So y'all should have ran the fade. And it should have been it. That's all that should have happened. This story should have been there was a fight that broke out at a local track meet. That's what the story should have been. Not that a young man lost his life at a local track meet. That's not what the fuck should have happened. What, for some reason, between fucking baby boomers, the silent generation, millennials, and Gen Z, the way we de-escalate situations has dramatically changed. In no way, shape, form, or fashion should there have been a weapon pulled out in this scenario at a track meet, at a sporting event in general. Like, this weapon culture as a whole pisses me off. Like, bro, run the fade. If you lose that fight, get your ass back in the gym, get your hands right, and go run round 2. Like, but you ain't got to lose your life over it. This is more of one of those situations. We all grew up watching the movie Friday. We know about it. Pop said it, man. Put the gun down, son. Put your hands up. But you live to fight another day. Point blank, period. Press the hands, run the fade. With it. That's it. Use ease. You ain't got to use nothing else. If I'm pulling out the gun, that means I either am about to get jumped, I done been jumped, or I'm in a situation where my life is truly on the line and I got to get myself out of there. That's what a gun is for. That's what a knife is for. That is what a bat is for. That's what the equalizers are for when the odds are stacked against you and you got no way out. It is not, oh, I can't fight. Let me just pull out this gun. Because that's pretty much what it tells me. If you pull out a gun or you pull out a weapon, you can't fight. So what you talking shit for? Shut the fuck up. Let's just start there. Like, don't run your mouth if you can't run the fade. And I understand, like, you know, this situation already happened, but we didn't get to really talk about it. But that's like my overall opinion on this. This situation should have never gotten to the point that it got to. It had no business getting to that point.
Moo, chime on in, Moo. What you got?
So like you guys, I followed this case pretty closely. And like GQ, I am a track runner. Okay. We can go ahead and put those in the yo. Okay. Just to let y'all know, I don't be talking shit. I just don't be talking shit. Okay. Now I will say, as somebody who's played on multiple sports teams, there are different rules and there are different unspoken rules. There are different kind of team rules. Now, in the eyes of a football or a basketball kind of environment, yeah, it doesn't matter who you knew on the other team. We ain't none of that buddy shit. You feel me? Like, I play semi-pro now, 37U, adult, Pop Warner, whatever the fuck niggas want to call it. And a lot of my guys, a lot of my brothers, a lot of people I've grown up with, a lot of people I've known for years, they play on opposite teams. Yeah, we're not cool right now. You feel me? We're not cool right now. Now, I say that to say this. Track, on the other hand, was a little different. Only because, you know, the co-ed scene and, you know, Mr. GQ, like he said, he got his name for a reason. Okay? Now, track, like I said, it was a different kind of game, you feel me? Because, like, it was a more co-ed kind of thing. It wasn't just the kind of the true competition when it came to the guys, because, you know, you had the ladies over there, and, you know, when you see the ladies from the other school, it's like, hold on, wait a minute. I'm trying to see what y'all got different on over there. I see what we got over here. You feel me? I'm trying to see what y'all got going on over there.
This is the realest shit I ever heard.
We not congregating with the dudes, of course, but with the shouties, like, hold on, wait a minute though. You feel me? So it wouldn't be crazy to see somebody up under somebody else's tent, because, you know what I'm saying, we was trying to see what was popping with the you feel me, before a race or whatever the case may be. Now, when it comes to the whole situation that happened, right? I can understand in different kind of environments where somebody will walk up and be like, hey, you're not supposed to be over here, whatever the case may be, right? I get that, right? Like I said, there are different rules, different, you feel me, different strokes for different folks. I definitely understand that. And I'm on the same side as GQ where it comes to any kind of confrontation. Man, hey, I'm ready to run the fade. What you trying to do? You know what I mean? Like, y'all know I'm Crash Out Move, okay? Anytime, any place, it don't matter where. I'm not, what we doing? You feel me? Because I'm not the talking person. You feel me? Like, if I came over here, I'm in your spot, and you want me to move, I bet. You feel me? And that's the thing, like, there's this, with the whole weapon culture that we have going on right now, a lot of people, a lot of young men don't know how to let go of their ego in the time. You know what I mean? And this can go for both sides. You feel me? Like, the Metcalf twin could have walked up and seen bruh in the section and whatever the case may be, and, you know, him being the captain or whatever the case may be, a football player, and being a bigger guy, a bigger stature, oh, he got to try to assert his dominance, which is cool. I get that, fair, right? But at the same time, it's like, Karmelo, you in a spot that you know you're probably not supposed to be in, right? Regardless of the fact of what the rules say or what the public law says, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? It's frowned upon, right? It's taboo to be in an area of somebody else's tent during a competition, right? So you in that area, somebody tell you to get up and shake the spot, and you feeling some type of way in front of all these people, and now your ego into it, right? And we have this whole ego off where it's like, okay, well, he's telling me to move, but I don't want to move, and it's just, like GQ said, before it even gets to the point of violence, it didn't even have to get to that. You feel me? Like, if you over there hollering at a little shawty or whatever the case may be, you feel me? I'm not even trying to do that with a crowd anyway. Hey, look, hey, you feel me, bro? Over here, set tripping is good. I'm gonna get you later. You feel me? Like, if she don't, my rule is, you feel me? The OGs always told me, if she don't want the number after 60 seconds, nigga, she don't want you. You feel me? So if you knew her, you feel me? Because there's all kind of reports and stuff coming out after the fact that he was invited over, and then bruh came up on the stand and said he didn't know him and all the stuff like that, and whatever the case may be, bro. I'm not a fucking lawyer. I wasn't there. I wasn't in the goddamn situation. But what I'm saying is, if if bruh's coming over here and he's set tripping, all right, shawty, I'm gonna catch you later, whatever the case may be, or just pull her off to the side. Hey, yo, let's finish this conversation over here. Boom, boom, boom. Whatever the case may be, I'm keeping it player. You feel me? I'm not even really worried about what he got going on because I'm on a mission. You know what I mean? But if it's not that and he just coming over there set tripping and you over there talking to the homie or whatever the case may be, you feel me? Just get up and shake the spot, bro. It ain't that serious. You feel me? Like I'm not even gonna be on the type or the hype to where it's like, oh well, now I'm over here and I'm instantly thinking it's got to be a problem if somebody says something to me. It's like, nah, I don't got to be a problem. And if you had a problem with bro before, okay, I get it. Sure, y'all may have an issue. Y'all may have had an issue before. That's something that may have been worked out or have to be worked out at another time. But if y'all ain't never had no instances, if y'all ain't never had no run-ins, and he just telling you like, bro, get up and shake the spot. Like I said, nobody. I'm not saying he had to, but me personally, I'm just going, oh yeah, my bad, bro. Shit, I ain't trying to, you feel me, be all in everybody's section and stuff like that. I just came to holler at Shawty Doo-Wop to see what she was on. You feel me? But I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. You feel me? Y'all have a great day. You feel me? So before it even gets to the point of violence, I'm already in de-escalation mode. Now, like 50 Cent said, I never want a problem. But if you want a problem, I say no problem. You feel me? So if you gonna press the issue and I'm already trying to get up out of this spot, then all right, man, we're gonna have to do the tango. You know what I mean? You feel me? But if that's the case, I'm like I said, I'm with GQ. I'm not pulling out no weapons, I'm not pulling out no knives. There's rules for that. And obviously we grew up in a different time. We grew up in a different area, an era to where, you feel me, only three or more get shot. That's just it. Two,
Yeah.
I'm sleeping the first
even
one.
even the 2v1, we got a chance.
I'm running that. I'm sleeping the first nigga, and then the second one we gonna run up.
If I drop the first one, we in that thing.
We in there. We in there, and that's the motive I'm going in with anyway. That's the that mentality, right? The first dude going to sleep, bet he's out of there. So me and the second dude go run that. You feel me? Anybody else after that? Yeah, somebody gotta get shot. That's just the rules. You feel me? Yeah. So I'm not saying I was there. I'm not saying I understand the situation. I'm not saying that I can call the situation if I was in it. But as somebody who's actually has been stabbed before in a fight, I'm just here to tell y'all that even when a weapon was presented, I'm still right here. Still here. Because I still would rather fight over anything at the end of the day. Was the situation unfortunate? Yes, because at the end of the day, two young boys lost their life. One's going away for 35 years, one died. Right? And like I said, if you drop the egos prior to the whole situation, we're not even talking about this. If bruh come from back from his run or his event and he just comes sit down and chill and he don't even notice the little weirdo black boy who's sitting up there out of nowhere random, we don't even have this conversation. If you get up when he say, hey, bro, you feel me? You're not really supposed to be over here. You know what I mean? And I get it. Like I said, I understand it's a public space. Motherfuckers can sit anywhere they want. You're not obligated to move when somebody say move. But in the eyes of just being a person that don't really want no problems, all right, bro, you got it. My bad. You feel me? I'm finna get up out of here. You feel me? All right, I'm gonna catch you later. Whoever you was talking to, I'm gonna catch you later because it's just not that serious. At least to me, that's what I'm thinking in that situation. All right, yep, it's not that serious. I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. You feel me? So, like I said, it's an unfortunate situation, but it really didn't have to get to that. It was egos on both sides caused turmoil for both of these young men at the end of the day, and the reaction that we getting is unfortunate.
Okay, a couple of things I want to bring up that y'all made some points on. Number one, Moose said,
"Can I rebuttal a little bit before you do that?"
Sure, go ahead.
So, small rebuttals, not a lot. So, because I caught what you said at the end. You talking about it's like a public space. People got they like tent setups and all the stuff like that. It's like one of them unwritten rules at a track meet. If your campsite is your campsite, like you're not supposed to fuck with other people's shit. Like obviously, you really not supposed to fuck with other people's shit in general. But like if a team got a campsite, like you don't set up, you don't mingle under tents like that. The other thing was you talking about we see the females, this, that, and the third. And I'm like, well, the only people that had time for that was the ones who wasn't out there maximizing events. Because like I was doing 5 events per track meet. And if
that's fair.
So let's open this up. Let's broaden this up just a little bit, right? At a varsity track meet, you got prelims and finals. You got to qualify for your event and you got to run your event. So you got to qualify to run in the finals. And then if you are a field eventer on top of that, guess what? You up first. And
Boy,
10
ain't you.
o'clock in the morning, you jumping, you throwing, whatever the case might be. So you go from that to your prelim to your final. So if you really max out on your 5 events like I was, you ain't got time to be talking to the shorties and nothing like that because you got to sit down, you got to rest, you got to stretch, you got to hydrate. And I ain't trying to worry about no pussy right now because I'm trying to put these motherfucking medals on. Because, like I said, when we got to the varsity track meet, it was about that business.
Hello.
And that's the way. And Micah knows this because he's been around me as a coach. Like, I practice hard because I want the show to be the competition. So when we get to the competition, that's the show we putting on. We work hard in practice. All that other bullshit, the mingling with the females, that's the shit that comes after we win the championship. You can have that shit after the fact. But on competition day, no, we about that action, we about that business, point blank, period. Like, even if me and you don't like each other and we about to fight, hey, bro, let's settle it on the 100 meter. Let's settle it on the high jump. Let's settle it on the triple jump. Like, let's go do it in competition as opposed to, me being under your tent, you being under my tent, you potentially getting jumped, I potentially getting jumped. Now, let's go settle this shit on the track. Or in the sand pit. Or,
I
you know what I'm
feel
saying?
that.
Like, let's go. It's no different when you hooping with somebody. I'll bet you know what? I'm guarding your ass 94 feet now. You know what I'm saying? If he an offensive player, you a defensive player, receiver, DB, I bet I'm about to guard your ass for the whole game. Like, let's do this where it's supposed to be done. On the field, on the court. Like, let's do it in that environment without the other shit. Now, if what Micah said earlier is potentially true, and my man's wasn't even on the track team, that's a whole other issue because now this is where me being a coach comes into play. Because guess what? Under UIL rules, if you are not an active participant on the active roster, you ain't supposed to be on the field. Period. It's in the bylaws for that exact reason. Because if you are not on that respective track team, even if you're a student, you ain't even supposed to be at that event, especially if that event was at an away school.
Well, you can't say what happens at all.
Visitor. Yeah, you are a visitor who had to buy a ticket, which means if you are on the field, you actually could have got your entire school disqualified from the track meet. So if what Micah said earlier is true, we're talking about something completely different at this point.
Now, me personally, I never was under anybody 10 because my girl was on the track team, so I didn't have to worry about that. You feel me? But GQ does have a point, though. The ones who had the free time was ones that was majority, you feel me, sneaking off or you catch them under somebody 10 or whatever the case may be. They had a lot more free time. Like GQ, I was doing 4 or 5 events, you know what I mean? Like running plus throwing. So, of course, you be busy. And, you know what I'm saying? The work is the work. You feel me? If you want the results, you got to get the work. You got to put the work in. So, I definitely understand that. And, yeah, shit, bro. Like, there was a lot of times where, nigga, hey, we gonna handle this shit on the track, bro. You feel me? Like, we can be cool and buddy after, but I'm finna smoke you in this 4. I just want you to know that. Like, I'm finna do you in on this 4 real quick. I'm finna walk you down. So,
especially on the 4.
Yes, especially on the 4. You feel me? Like, I want you to know that you could be cool and all trying to shake. Nah, you feel me? Hey, nah. Just know you gonna see the back of these spikes, nigga, around that 200 mark. I'm just letting you know that, gang. I just want you to know. You feel me? But so I definitely feel that. And like I said, there's
if you ain't running that 50 point under, you finna see nothing. You finna number my back.
Oh yeah, nah. You feel me? And you feel me? Like I was talking cash shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. If you wasn't sub 50, don't even come up to me. Don't even address me.
Can't talk to me.
Don't even address me.
Because it's just like football, bro. Like if you had on the gold track spikes, the pink, or the bright yellow, you was him. We knew that.
Yeah.
Like, what you wearing them gold spikes for? All you gonna see is the bottom of them bitches when I burn. That's all you about to know.
All you gonna see is gold flashes just running by you, nigga. That's it.
Don't try to what you mean? Or you gonna see pink feet pitter pattering past your ass.
Hello?
That's all you about to see.
Only the real niggas knew about the pink.
What are you talking about?
Like, knew about the pink. Only the real. Like, if you really had the zoomers, though, you had the pink on. See, that's how you know my boy was moving. Because only the real ones with the fast feet that had the pink on. I'm trying to tell you.
Because right now, as an OG that's finna be 37, I got the electric yellows right now.
Hello.
So that just lets you know that I'm still about that action.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's still get on the track. We still got them spikes in the back, man. We can still work some. Don't come over here trying things. Program is always going. Okay, just want to let everybody know that.
All right.
Hey, listen, me and Movie on that shit. But anyway, go ahead, microphone. We go on a whole nother tangent.
I want to talk about some of your statements, right? Number one, I agree he shouldn't have been down there, right? Especially if you're not running track and field. Number two, one of the biggest disputes in the case was whether it was raining or not at the time the stuff happened, and if it was raining, everybody was told to get under the closest tent or whatever. That's just what it is. Apparently, when I looked it up, that is absolutely a whole UIL thing in Texas. If it starts raining and you're not near your tent and it's lightning, you just need to get under any tent close to you.
So
and
it's not it. So that's actually partially incorrect. It's not under a tent. It's under the nearest hardened shelter. A tent is not classified as a hardened shelter. So you're actually supposed to get either under the bleachers or near the concession stands. Like yeah. You remember I take this training every year. Like that. Me and UIL is like best friend. Yeah, it's under the nearest hardened shelter. And you got to wait 10 minutes unless another lightning strike comes in, then that 10-minute clock starts over again.
Damn.
Oh, it's a whole we got a whole class on lightning safety.
Second, Moo made the comment, unless we had something going on before, it's well documented now that there was something going on before between the twins and him. I don't necessarily know what it was, but there was problems between them. So situational awareness on both of their parts lacked at that point. Mm-hmm. Third, it's also documented when you said, hey, 2-on-1, I'm throwing hands 3 or more. It's also well documented now at this point that when he confronted him, it was him, his brother, and 2 other guys that were ready to jump on Karmelo Anthony after he pushed, after Austin Metcalf pushed Karmelo Anthony. So in that sense, did they all jump on him? No, but there was 4 people there ready to jump on him. Going back to your statement. Everybody obviously has their own perspective on what they think happened, because it's this side, that side, and the damn truth. It is what it is. 3 sides to every story. This one might even be more because they had witnesses and all kind of different things. People have said Oscar Metcalf did go out his way to confront him and tell him he needed to leave. And then Karmelo Anthony became the aggressor after that. Who knows? Wasn't there. And I agree with him. Two people did lose their lives. My question to both of you now presents itself. You're pushed. It's 4 people because it's well documented that it's 4 people. Austin and his twin are at this point documented to be 20 to 40 pounds over on weight. We don't know about the other 2 people, right? Was stand your ground law applicable for the defense? It could just be a simple yes or no. Do you think it was applicable?
It's tricky. It's tricky because, and it's only tricky for one reason, because Karmelo was where he wasn't supposed to be. That's what makes it tricky. Now, if this happened in the middle of the infield, it would apply, because that is what Moo was talking about earlier. That's actually public space. If y'all in the middle of the infield, everybody warming up like you normally would, and that incident occurred, that's one thing. But the fact that it happened underneath an opposing school's tent, you kind of in the wrong place at the wrong time, my boy. Like, I hate to say it that way, but I can see where an attorney would pull that and be like, well, why was he underneath this tent when he don't go to this school, and 2, he had no affiliation of any kind with anybody underneath that tent as far as friends or anything like that. Like, I could see an attorney doing some shit like that. So
well, they also said he was under there talking to somebody he didn't know from that school. So I don't know if it was a friend or what it was. So he did know somebody.
So, going off what you said previously, though, is you said that him and the Metcalf twins had previously had something. an altercation, beef, something of the sort. So a really good defense attorney could have been like, well, he went over there knowing they had a history looking for trouble. And so, you know, it gets really convoluted the more you kind of dig into this. It gets really muddy really quick, because if you got a documented quote unquote beef with somebody and you go to their area where you know they are, you're kind of asking for trouble. Like, if we know for a fact, Micah, let's play this game. Me and you go to the shoot. We got some people that you and I have had beef with before. And we got into a small altercation with them at the shoot. And we know these cats go to the shoot every Friday at the same time. And we pull up to the shoot on a Friday at the same time, knowing that they finna be there. And we get into a fight knowing we got a storied beef. We go in there looking for trouble. Stand your ground can't apply when you are going into a situation where you know trouble could be a thing.
But the flip side of that also is, what if at the time he went, it was supposed to be a quick in and out and the Twins were competing and he just wanted to go talk to this person who couldn't leave, but the event ended early and they came back before he could even leave. Right? So there's that would be the opposite side of it, is like, there's no guarantee that nobody has said like he came under there and the Twins were already there. Nobody has said that.
Yeah.
Because according to a lot of people were spread out, maybe going to concession or whatever, and it started raining and people ran back it started raining. People ran back underneath tents and things like that. And I'm not saying he wasn't already under the tent, right? I'm not saying he came under their tent for shelter or anything. Maybe he went over there while people were out just because he knew somebody and was like, hey, what's up? And it started raining. They ran back and not under the tent. Like, it's a lot of possibilities. The reason why I bring up the Karmelo case, though,
The
reason why I bring up the Karmelo case, though, and is for one reason and one reason only. And I think we'll all sit here and agree. Should this have become a racial thing? And this is where I see a lot of people dividing online. The biggest thing we have right now online, you know already, we have the court of public opinion. Court of public opinion is going to feel what the court of public opinion feels. But the racial undertone surrounding this case, just because a white teen was killed by a black teen, it brought race into the picture. My question to both of you is, should it have become a racial thing? And how much do you think the race played a part in the court of public opinion?
The court of public opinion is exactly why this case got to where it got. Because this truthfully should have just been two teenage boys in an altercation situation that costed a young man his life. But the precedence, unfortunately, is there were 3 previous cases that involved similar acts, but it was the other way around, where it was a white guy that killed a black man, and those cats got completely lesser sentences than Karmelo got. There's literally 3 where they got 10 or less years. One of the cats got like 18 months. So again, just like me and Micah have said on multiple occasions, fuck the court of public opinion, first of all, because they are getting involved in shit that they really shouldn't be involved in. And that's the problem. And the other bigger issue is that we know how big of a role race is currently playing because of the current administration. It's not helping. It's making it worse. So anything that is remotely prejudiced, racist, sexist, whatever, is magnified times 10. So what would be typically a routine, gather the evidence, do the things, do the right investigations type of scenarios get amplified. Because representatives from both sides are like, oh, well, this was a case of this versus this, or this person doing it. Let's just stick to the facts. It's not always a race thing. We are talking about a situation. Let's frame this the proper way. We are talking about a situation that happened in Texas. Two of us on this panel right now are from Texas. One of us on this panel, aka me, talks about Frisco, Texas a lot.
Don't forget, Moo
Frisco
lived in
is
Texas for a
very
while.
fucking integrated. But I'm just saying, like, Frisco is very fucking integrated. Texas is very integrated. It's hard to be racist in Texas. Let's just start there. It's too many people here to where you can say the wrong thing at the wrong time and get fucked up because you don't know who's paying attention. That's how big Texas is. So, like, to bring that into the fold is unfortunate. And for those who don't really understand, let me frame this accordingly for you guys. Frisco is where the Dallas Cowboys practice facility is. Let's start there because they play in Arlington. Frisco is where the Cowboys practice. Last time I checked, Mike, am I wrong? Their quarterback is black. The face of their franchise is black. Their star player in CeeDee Lamb is also black. Their second offensive weapon in George Pickens is also black. DeRon Bland. I mean, I can keep going. So you see how hard it is to be racist in fucking Texas? Like, some of your most notable people are black. Houston Texans, your quarterback is black. Like, you see where it's really hard to, and we're talking about Frisco. Let's just frame Frisco. We're talking about Dallas as a whole. Let's just put Dallas like this. Dallas, predominantly black. Dallas, Fort Worth, Frisco, Plano, Mesquite. Need I keep going? Like South Lake Carroll. Like there are legendary Texas schools in Dallas that people know about. Duncanville, there's one of the top teams in the entire state in football. Like, so understand that race should not have been a factor in this case because it happened in Texas. If this happened in Wisconsin, fine. This happened in Idaho, fine. This happened in Iowa, fine. This happened even in fucking in Milwaukee, fine. Not in Texas. I don't think race should have played a factor. I think the court of public opinion amplified a situation that should not have been amplified.
To answer the first question, only because, like I said, I'm the group crash out and touch me. It's going down regardless. So I'll say yes. Standing ground law does apply, but I mean, not for the weapon part. I mean, I don't care how big you is. I don't care how big you is. I don't care. I don't care at all.
Bigger the harder they fall.
Brother, when I tell you, I got brothers that are 6'8", 6'9", okay? And we
jeans you got.
Brother, I'm the little brother, okay? I'm the older brother, but I'm the little brother.
D1 jeans, that's what the fuck he got.
Like I said, I'm the older brother, but I'm the little brother. My youngest brother is 6'4". My other little brother is 6'8". My other little brother is 6'9". Trust me when I tell you, I'm the littlest one. Okay, so when it comes to
I share your pain. I'm the shortest out of my two brothers too.
You feel me? And I'm
the oldest.
I'm the oldest, and I'm 6'2". So I be looking up small to these niggas. Like, what the fuck? What happened with me?
Oh no, I ain't.
You feel me? All. So when it comes to the weapon part, I really don't do weapons. I do weapons as a last resort. You feel me? I'd rather beat your ass first. Everybody knows me. And I don't care, like I said, I don't care how big you is. I don't care how much you weigh over me. You gonna have to show me something, period. All right. Now, when it comes to the whole racial aspect of it, right? Unfortunately, that's just the time we live in, due to, who we have running the country right now. So a lot of racial tension is going to be at an all-time high. I do think, unfortunately, the fact that, of course, no black person or no minority anywhere is really going to like the fact that the jury was all white. So, of course, that's going to play a factor in the black aspect of it. But I think outside of that, because the court of public opinion is always going to have their tragedies. They're going to have their opinions. They're going to have their say-sos and whatnots. But I just wish people wouldn't take this opportunity to display racism, right? Like, and this goes on both sides, right? Like, racism, discriminatory prejudice. Like, if you have an opinion about the case, whether he's guilty, whether he's not, whether he should have got murder, whether he should have got manslaughter, it doesn't really matter, right? If you have an opinion about that, sure, fine, let that be known. But the fact that people are using these types of situations to push a further racial agenda and a racial hate, like, that's the problem that I have with it. Like, people just using these types of situations to be more and more racist or push more and more derogatory narratives. And it's like, if you got to, like I said, if you got an opinion about the case, if you got like a say so about, you know, what happened with the case, or the verdict, whatever the case may be, first, sure, fine, that's all fine and dandy. But when you take it to the point where you're calling people derogatory names, or you're trying to take it back in history and race, it's like, all right, all that stuff is not necessary, bro. Like, we get it, people are upset, right? The case, the temperature of the situation plus the temperature of the current country right now is obviously high, right? We get that, but don't take this time to push more hate and then turn around and circle back and be like, oh, why is there so much hate in the world? It's like, don't use this as an excuse to do it. Like, use this as an excuse to be there for your community and understand, like, yeah, that communities may be hurting right now. So just take the time to be there for one another and take the time to support one another. Don't take the time out of your day to go say some racist bullshit online, because what is that doing for anybody? It's not doing nothing for nobody. Like I said, it goes on both sides, bro, because both sides are hurting. And this is felt on both sides. So why take the time to push more hate and then complain about the hate in the world when you can push negative, when you can push positivity, right? So that's that's my whole thoughts when it comes to the race thing. It's just unfortunate that, you know, shit, it's the climate right now.
Yeah, that's the only issue I had, was the all white jury. I did have an issue with, because I'm like, we know how the jury duty selection process goes at this point. So truthfully, there is no fucking way that should have happened. I'm sorry, you shouldn't. There's no fucking way. Like, that is the only thing about, for me personally, it's the only thing really about the case that looked extremely fucking suspect, was that. Now, and the fact that Metcalf's dad went on that podcast and was acting a plum fool, that shit was fucking crazy too. Actually, that shit was unnecessary. My man was drunk, and you just, when you're when you're emotional, the last thing you should do is be on a platform of any kind because of the shit you gonna say. Why do I know this? Because the goddamn GQ bomb is still a thing. And I was emotional as fuck when I went off on that fucking tangent. So you gotta be careful. You know, you got to be more careful, my boy. Because you just, you know, nowadays people gonna watch that, people gonna clip it. Like, it's out there. And it really makes him look really bad. Because you a grown ass man out there, I don't know, still saying trigger words like monkeys and shit like that, where I'm just like, bro, like, this,
he said watermelon felon.
Watermelon,
I laughed.
Gangster, whatever the fuck he said. What he said, like watermelon gangster or some shit like that. I was like, the fuck does that even mean?
I laughed.
Like, the fuck?
I'm not even gonna lie.
See,
I was like,
I couldn't. The watermelon felon thing. There's people losing their jobs.
That's what it was. Watermelon felon. I was like,
there's people losing their jobs over that. So people might want to watch what they say.
I'd have slapped the fuck out of him if I was on a pod with him and he said that.
I definitely I definitely have. The final question here is, it's more of a two-part question. Do you agree with the charge and sentencing of murder? And do you agree they got it right with how long they put him in the jail cell for?
I thought he should have pled guilty. That's just me. I'm just saying, I thought he should have pled guilty. The way I'm seeing it and the way I would attack it as his lawyer is plead guilty. Take whatever plea deal they offer you, because it's probably going to be less than anything we get trying to fight this thing. Because if I know one thing, you don't leave it up to the refs and you don't leave it up to the jury.
Yeah.
So if I'm not taking my chances of leaving anything in sports up to the refs, I'm not leaving anything up to the jury. If I'm him, if I'm his parents, if I'm his lawyer, I'm telling him, hey, look, take this little plea deal, go in there, do your little 9 to 15, and you'll be good. At least you'll have your life. You feel me? To come out to, right? But to take it to the trial and trying to fight it and all this other extra stuff, and now you missing evidence, and now there's a whole bunch of stuff, and now we got to go for an appeal. It's like, you feel me? Ain't no guarantee that you win that. You kind of fucked yourself, gang. You feel me? So like, I can't say I disagree with the verdict because that's exact. Nigga, you left it in the jury's hands. That's what they determined you was guilty. That's what they gave you, right? Now, is it unfortunate? Yeah, but shit, you kill somebody.
So
you know what I mean?
My problem is, so I'm about 55% of it agreeing with you. The problem is his fucking attorneys didn't fight worth the shit. First of all,
that's true.
Let's just start there. They didn't fight worth the shit. So of course you're gonna get 35 years. Motherfuckers didn't fight for you. And Micah hit the nail on the head. You never put the boy on the stand. Like, I'm sorry. Like, no matter what actually happened under that tent, you needed to hear his side of the story. That's because you needed to understand multiple perspectives. Because there's one person whose perspective we don't get, and it's the one who lost their life. So what should have happened, and I truly believe what should have happened, every single fucking kid under that tent should have been on the goddamn stand. All of them. All of them. I don't care if it was 20 of them. I don't care if this court case took 70 days. I want all 18, 19 of you motherfuckers on the stand.
That's another thing. I also thought the verdict was too fast.
That's what I'm saying. I want to hear the same fucking story 18 times if that boy was truly guilty like that. I need to hear it. Because at that point, because you know what's going to happen, somebody going to slip. Mm-hmm. Somebody going to say what's up. Because we got to remember, let's frame this the right way. This is 2026. People got phones. People got meta glasses. I've seen these boys at track meets running 100 with meta glasses on. Don't tell me somebody ain't out here recording this shit.
Ask
He's not lying. The hard questions. That never happened. That boy's attorney was trash. Because any other attorney would have done their due diligence. I want every single one of them kids because at that point, I want every kid that was there. I want them all on the stand one by one. I don't care how long this court case take. I want them all. You can cross-examine every last one of them, but I want them all on the stand. I do. And I want their coaches. Like, I agree. I'm not leaving this court case till I talk to every motherfucker. I want coaches. I want anybody who might have had any kind of association. If y'all had beef over a female, I want that female on the stand because I want to know what happened. The more you give the jury, the better in a situation like this. And when you're dealing with somebody's life being on the line after somebody lost their life, the less is more does not apply. You want a dump truck in this situation. I want confusion because I need the jury as divided as possible. And I'm not trying to do nothing dirty or nefarious, but I don't want them to have a clear picture of guilt when might not even entirely be the case. Because what if out of those 18 people, we're just going to use the number 18 just for the sake of using it. What if 11 of those people said it was self-defense out of them 18?
That's fair.
I'm just saying, numbers don't lie, right? If I got 11 out of 18, that means 7 people said one thing and 11 said another. Majority rules last time I kept.
Also
but
true.
You never know because that attorney who got paid that bread didn't do their job because Karmelo's family raised a ton of fucking money. Don't tell me they couldn't have afforded a good fucking attorney. They raised a lot of fucking money. And that's the part of that case that bothered me. What Micah said was right. This shit happened way too fast because Karmelo's attorney did not do his due diligence. And that part, I do believe that attorney failed that young man. 100%.
I also think personally, they charged him with it feels like it's capital murder is what they charged him with, right? That's
facts.
basically what it
You
feels like.
really would have thought he killed a fucking infant at this point.
Right. You
I
you
swear.
feel like he charged him with capital murder. But they said it was they gave him a regular murder charge, was first degree felony. But I'm not gonna lie to you. A part of me still wants to say it was an act out of passion, because part of the problem in this case is we did not hear enough of there was a problem, and we didn't hear anybody come up there and say they already had problems, but it's documented now that they had problems, but nobody got on the stand and said they had problems with each other. And when all four of those people walk up on you and knowing y'all already have problems, it's not just a random guy that you don't know underneath your tent, and you're trying to scare this person, this and that, before you walk up like, hey man, you gotta go. And then you push him, and he's assuming like they're about to jump me, and pulls a pocket knife out because that's all he has to defend himself with four people about to jump him, and he stabs. I don't think the intent was to kill this man. I feel like the intent was to be like, yo, y'all need to leave me the hell alone. Right? Granted, it wasn't a smart move. Right? And you know, as y'all said earlier, the culture of the weapon culture and things like that. Granted, it was not a smart move, but it did lead to the death of another young man. And unfortunately, there's a family that is grieving the loss of their kid, even though the intent I'm 100% sure the intent wasn't to kill him, because the intent was to kill him. He would have stabbed him in his throat or somewhere he knew it would have definitely killed him. Or
he wouldn't have stabbed him at all. He would have just ran the fade.
Right. So
like, even in a situation where it's like, even in a situation that's like you alluded to earlier, that might be 4-on-1, right? Them other three only was gonna jump in if Metcalf was getting his ass whooped.
I was gonna say, if he started
because
losing,
if Metcalf would have been beating Karmelo up,
you can't necessarily say that though, because hey, we got a homeboy. I'm not gonna say his name because I don't want to put him on the spot. Okay, stop laughing. Stop laughing.
I hate you. I fucking hate
stop
you.
laughing. Stop laughing. Okay.
Uh-oh.
And him and this guy squared up. You know, our partner was a little drunk, and he got a little disorderly. He squared up with one person.
A little drunk.
They both swung. He got hit, and he kind of he dropped down to his knees, but he wasn't like all the way out. But the minute he got hit, all 7 of the other people ran up and just jumped him. So it's easy to say like, hey, had it been 1-on-1 and Austin was winning, nobody else would jump in. We can't say that because that's not necessarily. We've seen lots of times where people are winning, everybody else jumping because they just don't like this dude. Like, F it, that's my homeboy. We about to beat his ass, all of us, even though he could take him 1-on-1. So we can't necessarily sit here and say if Austin was winning, they would have caught a fade and Austin was winning, nobody else would have jumped in. Because if Karmelo swings first after he gets pushed and punched him, they're like, oh, Karmelo got the advantage, and then everybody attacks him, even though it's a 1-on-1 fight.
Well, that's a fair point, because I've never known a twin to fight and the other twin not jump in.
You know, so like, I don't want to stay on this too much longer, but at the end of the day, I don't agree with the amount of time he got. That's my biggest thing.
Yeah, I don't agree with essentially taking that man, like, and I hate to say it this way, so I apologize to the public people that are going to see this, but I don't believe in that you should took that whole young man's life away. I understand that life was lost, but we've seen enough of these types of cases in America where that doesn't happen. Like, I'm not saying something we've never heard before. Like, we've seen situations where like somebody has committed basically manslaughter and rape because they killed somebody by running them over with a car and got 5 to 8 years. We've seen this. So like, let's stop. Let's not act like this shit don't happen. Like, let's be real. Like, I'm not trying to downplay the situation, but I think it's worse if somebody kill you by hitting you with a car versus stabbing you, if I'm being completely honest with you. Because you can get stabbed, and Moo already alluded to this. You got a chance to live after getting stabbed. You get hit by a car, bro, sis. Yeah. Come on.
Take it from somebody who's been through both. I've been stabbed and I've been hit by multiple cars.
The hell you not going on to California, nigga? Goddamn.
It's
people wonder why I don't go to California. Sir.
It's a long
over there.
It's a long story that I gotta share with y'all over a few drinks. I'm not even gonna lie with you.
Whenever you come to Houston, we ready for it.
I got you, dog. Pops just moved to Texas, so I'll be out there soon. By the way,
wait, rewind. Hold on. Did you say that you about to move to Texas, or you did?
Oh no, my pops just moved to Texas. So I'll be out there soon.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you gotta come see Pop soon. AK come see.
Yeah. I'll be out there soon. But
what side of town Pop moved to?
He's actually up there around the area that we talking about right now. He just moved to Richardson.
Oh
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
We know the area.
So yeah. You feel me? So yeah, we gonna parlay that. You already know how that goes. But I will agree with y'all. I think the time that he got is definitely unnecessary. But I think GQ made the biggest point. His lawyer was shit. So I'll leave you guys on this. I have two rules, and I'll always have two rules. And it's funny because my son just walked in the room. Rule number one, don't run up. Take that how you feel.
Part.
Rule number two, stop being scared to get beat up. It's okay. You'll be all right. Go put some ice on your wounds. Like GQ said, get in the gym, get your hands right, and go try it again. But y'all gotta stop being scared to get beat up, man, because it's weapon culture. It's not okay.
I'm just saying, we watch enough boxing and UFC. Some of the best fights are literally trilogy fights. literally, some of them are 5 fights in. Like, bro, you might have lost the first fight, but you might beat the brakes off that man in the second fight. You know, like, it's okay. You know, let's be honest, right? But yeah, we can close this out. I think I'm glad that we got to have this conversation. We were gonna have this conversation last week anyway. So let me give DJ Micah B his prop, because he put a lot of legwork into this shit. And the questions that he hit was some hard hitting ass questions that I ain't even heard people in the media really talk about, like, at all. So I applaud you for that. Like, my man came to with receipts, with the right questions, and you had the right two people in me and Moo who've done this, been on these varsity track and field teams, especially in Texas. And I'm like, hold on, now the rules a little different. Like, and we, you know, it all blended together so well. So
I appreciate that. I put some legwork. I put some legwork into this last week. Unfortunately, we couldn't get it done last week. But yeah, I did. I put a lot of time and a lot of thought into this before the show last week. It's good to see it come to fruition, man. It is, because this is exactly the kind of show I wanted to have last week.
It worked out extremely well. So we got that, and then good Lord. Okay.
But now we get to the the good part of the episode. We definitely get to the good part of the episode. As y'all know, Friday is Juneteenth and Sunday is Father's Day. For a little background, for those of you that don't know, in 1865, Galveston, Texas was the last place to find out about slaves being freed after the Civil War.
Mm-hmm.
After the Civil War ended, I want to say 1863. I can't remember right off the top of my head
65.
right now. I forgot. 65. Okay. So
1865.
Galveston.
I got you. Don't worry.
Galveston and South Texas were the last place to find out about the slaves being freed on June 19th, 1865. Hence June 19th, aka Juneteenth. And ever since then, a lot of Black people have actually called it our Independence Day as opposed to July 4th.
Correct.
which I think is absolutely accurate because for those of you that don't know your American history, let me give you the background. July 4th is the day where America declared independence, not actually won it from England. So do that information as you will. But
I mean, you don't have to. There's a document. It's called the Declaration of Independence. But I'm gonna leave that right where it's at. I'm gonna leave that right where it's at.
That's when everybody signed it and said, "Hey, we're free now." When England was like, "Ha ha, got y'all last Revolutionary War." But nonetheless, it's the truth. Come on, man.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
I know, but it's not. It's the way that you
That's
it's
a good
the way
one.
you modernize shit.
That's a good one. I
Because
like
you know
that.
they would have said it with a different accent, but it's the way you modernize the shit. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well,
We must run it the fade. I'm sorry. I couldn't help it. I'm sorry. Oh shit. Damn, he laughed so hard he fell off the screen. Oh shit. I ain't never made somebody fall off the screen laughing. That's diabolical. I ain't even that funny. But
Dang, that fell off the screen. Most niggas fall off their chair. My boy fell off the screen.
I'm telling you, my man fell out the whole live stream. Like just ejectocito, cuz like
hit the button on him. Damn.
I'm trying to tell. Look, that's what they do on Inside the Huddle. He literally pushed the button. Like, ain't that some
literally
shit?
Push the button.
oh my God.
Bro, you literally became like the butt of like 3 jokes back to back to back, bro. Like we ain't never seen.
I was just about to tell you if you're paying attention, Uzbekistan just tied against Colombia in the World Cup.
God damn it.
God,
we got a lot of shit going on. Because there's some information for the basketball folks tomorrow. Because Trae Young opted out of his deal. He becomes a free agent as of Monday.
No
so
way, he did not.
Yeah, he opted out of $47.3 million to become a free agent on Monday. He's trying to go to a contender. That's what's happening.
Oh, that's gonna be fun to talk about tomorrow.
Yeah, right on time.
But you know, as I was saying before, StreamYard thought I was acting a plump fool and kicked me out. StreamYard, clip it. Y'all already know what it is. Listen, Juneteenth is a good time to reflect on the freedom of slaves, and it's one of the most pivotal moments in America's history. I think is not celebrated enough. We celebrated a lot in Texas. I know recently they made it a national holiday, and even more recently, Donald Trump wanted to take it away as a national holiday because he's a hater.
Speak on it.
I mean, nonetheless, how do y'all celebrate Juneteenth, or do you celebrate Juneteenth? Is my question to both of you. Starting with GQ, I know you celebrate Juneteenth. We live in Texas, so
yeah. I mean, I celebrated. As a kid, I didn't understand it. I'm not gonna like. I really didn't. I really didn't know what Juneteenth was as a kid. Like I just knew we kind of treated it like Memorial Day weekend. You know what I'm saying? We had the fish fry, we was barbecuing, we was drinking, we was partying. You know, so I just figured it was just another black holiday, right? And then as I got older and I really started digging into history and something going on with the World Cup. So I'm gonna pause for a second. Moo, what's happening? Talk about
Colombia just scored.
Oh shit! What's the minute? What we at? What minute we on?
We in the 65th minute. Oh my god!
Oh wait, the 65th. The second half just fucking started.
Dog,
we still got 25 minutes.
Oh my goodness gracious! This is crazy.
Diabolical.
Oh, this is crazy.
All right, so while Moo is giving us all the reaction for the World Cup that we need, yeah, so I didn't understand Juneteenth until I became a lot older and I really got into history, because I really got into history in like middle school. And then I was like, oh shit, this whole Juneteenth thing is like, oh, it's significant. Like, I didn't realize how but now as I've been older and the fact that people are trying to take it away from us, which you can't erase history as much as you want to try. You just can't. But I enjoy Juneteenth. Like it's fun. It's a good time to get together with the culture. I see a lot of cities do like basketball tournaments and cookouts and community block parties and stuff like that. So like I'm a big fan of what we do to continue to embrace Juneteenth for what it is.
As a kid growing up, like GQ, I never really understood the holiday. But then once I started to really go into history, I've kind of, at first, I was very standoffish with the holiday because just understanding history and being a history major and going deep into history within college and on my own, I didn't like the fact that Black people were free for a year already and had just found out on June 19th that they were free. That was the sour spot that I held on to for the longest time. But um as I got older, having kids and just experiencing going through life, talking with other Black people, a lot of people from Texas, a lot of people from Louisiana, Alabama, Detroit, Chicago, DC, Maryland area, Virginia, just a lot of Black people, Oklahoma, just a lot of Black people. They really cherish and appreciate the holiday. And even though, right, the date that they found out in Galveston, Texas was a whole year after, right? They still appreciate the time that they took to celebrate with one another and celebrate each other, because that day solidified a day in history that can't be taken away, right? Like even if somebody tries to take away the holiday, like the fella said up here, the hater and Donald Trump was trying to do, you can't take away that day in history, right? You can't take away that celebration, that feeling, those emotions that those people felt, finally being free, right? Regardless of the fact of when it happened, the day that they found out was the day that the world changed. So I'll always cherish it and try to celebrate it as such, right? And just being high spirits and just being thankful that we had people resilient enough to, withstand what happened and shit, produce, some of the dopest motherfuckers out, bro. Because you feel me, we sitting right here. You feel me? Come on now.
I feel the same way y'all feel. As a kid, I had no idea what Juneteenth was. It wasn't taught to us in school or anything. I didn't know what Juneteenth was probably until I was about 12, 13. And I got curious one day because we used to have a parade every year, and it was like, it's the Juneteenth parade. And kids were up on fire trucks and they had floats and all kind of different things. So I had never really dove into it. And then when I finally dove into it when I got older, it made a lot more sense why we celebrate. Number one, for those of you on here that don't know, I am not an American Black human person, whatever you want to call it, race, heritage, whatever. I'm Caribbean Black, okay? But nonetheless, I celebrate Juneteenth every year because I do recognize I am Afro. I'm Black. And this is a really big day. And I grew up in a community where a lot of people, they have great grandparents that were slaves in America. And
let me ask you a question.
What's up?
When did you and your family exactly come over here?
My grandma and mom moved to America in the 80s.
Okay, for sure. Okay, for sure. And then so you were born.
I was born in America. I was born in America.
Oh, what?
I was born in Texas. Yeah, 100%.
That's a nigga.
I'm just saying though, heritage wise, a lot of people, their actual great grandparents and great grandparents were actual slaves and found out whether it was Galveston, whether what's now is Baytown or Huntsville or whatever it was, right?
Most definitely.
I just want to take the time to say something else that I do every year after going through history, which is also celebrating, and Moo, you'll appreciate this, June 10th.
Yep.
Because even though slaves were free, in 1865. One thing that my homeboy told me that he taught me when he made a shirt, it was free-ish in 1865 because segregation still exists, Jim Crow law still exists, sundown town still existed. And I'm not saying sundown towns don't exist now because in a lot of places, especially in like deep south, they do. But
sure.
The reason why I celebrate June 10th even more is because the one thing happened on June 10th in 1964, almost 100 years later, Jim Crow laws were abolished and segregation was illegal. Granted, I celebrate that on Juneteenth too. I don't know how much people actually celebrate on Juneteenth because I don't know how much people actually know that because they backed off on a lot of Black history now as we've gotten older.
Yeah.
And they're trying to rewrite history. But they're hiding history in plain sight. Pick up a book and read and learn your history. I don't care what kind of Black you are. Like I told y'all myself, my family roots trace back to the Caribbean. I'm Black, so it goes back to Africa too. You know what I'm saying? Christopher Columbus landed in Trinidad and Tobago, not the USA. That's where my family is from. My grandmother is from, on both sides, actually from St. Vincent and not Trinidad. My grandmother on my mom's side moved to Trinidad. Which St. Vincent was under the Queen's rule and England's rule for a long time. Trinidad was under the England's rule for a long time as well.
He's right. This is true.
It's one of those things, man. Get out, celebrate with other Black people. This is one of the times of the year where if you know where I grew up and GQ does, McNair, Barrett, and Baytown could not be in the same place at the same time without some dumb shit happening. Here in recent years with my age group and things like that, we have done a lot to bridge the gap to where we're having Baytown, McNair, LaPorte, Crosby and Barrett, Dayton, Liberty. We can all get together, nothing but Black, and have a good time without any bullshit popping off. And it's a step in the right direction for unity for Black people. So I implore everybody else around there to do the same. Get together, celebrate your heritage, celebrate the freedom of your ancestors, and let's unify like they wanted us to.
I like that. What he said.
GQ, any more words?
No, we done hit the nail on the head with that.
All right. And with that being said, first of all, before I move into this next segment and ask some questions, happy Father's Day to both of you.
Appreciate you.
Mr. GQ is definitely girl dad. Mo, are you all? I don't think you all girl dad. Are you?
I mean, I got 2 daughters, 1 on the way, and I got 1 son. So technically, yeah.
Majority rule girl dad. Okay, that's a thing there. Let's talk about Father's Day for a second. And I want to start off lighthearted before we get into these deep hidden questions, right? Lighthearted. If you're a father, women don't know what to get y'all for Father's Day.
I can't speak on this. My gifts are always dope as shit. My wife is the greatest. You feel me? So I can't speak on the bad gifts because I'll be getting she be going out for me.
Well, speak on great gifts you have gotten for Father's Day.
Let's see. Last year I got a new gun safe with 2 new clips and a laser sight. I think the year before that I got my Blackstone. I think that was the year I got my Blackstone.
Act like you know what you're doing over there.
You know what I mean? I said, Baby take care of me. You feel me? So I can't even, you know what I mean? She be giving me some real things. You feel me? And then one year I got my Switch 1 year. Yeah, no, she be going out the way for me. You know what I mean? You feel me? She take care of me, but I take care of her. So you feel me? It's a win-win.
GQ, come on with it. Is he frozen in time? I think he's frozen in time.
I mean, in the last, let's see, because we're coming up on my fifth Father's Day. I mean, the best gift I got was my Blackstone. That was my second day. Second Father's Day. Outside of that, my main Father's Day gifts consist of things that my daughter made at school. That's the vast majority of my Father's Day gifts. Now, I want to time Father's Day number 3. I got gifts from my stepdaughter, like, number one dad, stuff like that, and dad gift.
You cutting in and out. I don't know if your headphones are dying.
Probably. Look. We're gonna go to the backup plan.
So, hey, one thing we took from this immediate thing is men love Blackstones, especially in this day and age where I promise you, and I'm telling women out there, we cook, we clean. We don't need you for that. I promise you.
I just made some goddamn what I make last night? What I make last night? Oh man, you feel me? I'm freaking drawing a blank right now, man. I just made locomocos last night.
I have no idea what that is.
Oh, brother, you are missing out. Let me tell you.
Listen, I made lasagna soup a couple of weeks ago. Anytime I cook, I send a picture to GQ, and GQ be like, "God damn, I've been." And if you knew me when I was between 21 and like 31, I did not cook. Now I am cooking my ass off, and GQ can attest to that.
Yeah, you better turn up, man. Yeah.
Can you hear me better? My mic okay?
Yep.
Yeah, it's better than what it was.
I bet that's what we like. All right. So yeah, no, but he's 100% right. Michael wasn't a cooking type per se. But then he was hanging out in my house. We was cooking. And then
I knew he was gonna find a way to take credit.
Yeah. I mean, shit. Tell me call me a liar if I'm wrong. Shit. But now that man be whipping it up, right? Get that man an apron for Father's Day. You know what I'm saying? I got an apron that I like. My favorite apron. You know what I'm saying? They say, if she don't cook like she need to, I'm gonna go back to my old babe. That's what he need. He need him an apron like that.
I damn near need that one. I ain't gonna lie. Fuck.
Oh shit! I'm gonna take a picture and send it to you. That it's at the crib. I'm about to show you. Yeah, that's my. Now it applies very differently now because of my
fair.
But it doesn't mean it's not a funny ass apron. So, but anyway, yeah, man. Gift giving though, like I'm not expecting you to go above and beyond, but I still expect to be acknowledged and appreciated. On a day like Father's Day. And I'm saying that not like for just me in general, it's like fathers in general. I did get an updated ranking. Father's Day has moved up to number 9. It is now the 9th most celebrated. It was 20th. It was 27th, then 20th, now 9th. So it is 9th. For context, because I love context, let me bring this down here. So we have a new number 1 as well. I just want y'all to know that. Thanksgiving is the most celebrated holiday now at 79%.
I can see why.
As far as National Big Bag Day for shit sure. Number 2 is Mother's Day. Surprising. Now, number 3 caught me off guard. Number 3 is actually Veterans Day, which I was like, that's wild. Did not expect that. Number 4, Memorial Day. Number 5, Martin Luther King Day. Christmas has dropped to number 6. Christmas was the number 1 for the longest fucking time. Independence Day is number 7. Halloween.
Yeah,
number
when
8,
shit was
and
affordable.
Yeah, and now Father's Day is now number 9, which I just think that is great.
We
So
out
those
here.
are
Yeah.
those are the holiday popularity rankings in the U.S. and those are tracked by YouGov ratings, so that's good. All right, so it's tied with Easter. So Easter and Father's Day on the same level now, and I'm with that. I'm cool with that.
We need to make sure that happens next year then.
Cause we fucks with Easter, so we cool with that. But on the flip side, we're having this Father's Day conversation for multiple reasons. And we talked about the high side of it with the gift giving. Let's talk about the other side. There are a lot of things out here that get glossed over. There is a very viral video currently going on right now. And Moo, you can attest to this, and I'm sure you've seen it by now. There was a father who took his 2 young daughters into the women's room. And another, I don't even know if he was a father. He was just a concerned citizen, a Kevin, which is a male Karen, went to the bathroom, held the door open, recorded, and was talking to this man while his daughters were washing their hands. Mind you, this is the women's bathroom. Okay? Make sure people don't forget that. This is the women's bathroom that this man, this old grandpa looking ass, wrinkly ass, California raising ass dude is doing. Yeah, I'm on his head, because fuck that shit. Because his wife had to go to the bathroom. Okay, listen. First of all, my girl dads understand this. I am one of those girl dads who does not take his daughter into the women's bathroom. Because I'm afraid. I'll be dead ass. I'm afraid. Black man in America, and I don't want no kind of issue me taking my daughter into the women's bathroom. However, I will rank it accordingly for you, though. When I go to a public place, the first thing I look for is a family bathroom. Because it's the greatest thing I could possibly have. It's the best option, period, is a family bathroom. Because it don't matter who takes who in it. It's a family bathroom. Everybody welcome. Number 2, it is the men's bathroom. 100%. It is. Because there's a stall. Or 2. Or 3. It's a safe place. I understand people's concern. Oh, what if she sees, a man's pee, this, that, and the third? First of all, ain't no man just in the men's bathroom with his pee. Sorry, it's not what happens in the men's bathroom.
That's not what we do.
Delusional.
What we try not to do is piss on our pants because it's splash. Let's just be real. And that depends on
Spit them facts.
Size you carry. So we ain't nobody just in there with their pee. I'm sorry, it's not a thing. And there's actually, let's be real, there's actually manly etiquette when a father walks into a men's bathroom with his daughter.
Facts.
Men get out of the way, and they let us in the stall. Men who are actively peeing on the urinal do not move. They don't. They let us go past. We go to the stall. We lock the stall, and we go on about our business. That's what happens in the men's bathroom. For the ladies who just never knew what the fuck was going on. It's not like I think they got like the men's bathroom and the men's locker room completely confused. I would never take my daughter to the men's locker room. Let me just say that right off.
Hell no.
Absolutely not. I would take my chances going into a handicap bathroom before I do that. I would never do that. But a men's bathroom is totally different. It just is. Because we've done that a couple times. They went to Buc-ee's today, same concept. You know how many fucking stalls are in the men's bathroom in fucking Buc-ee's? It's like 30 of them.
Beautiful.
And they're lit and they're illuminated. So you know what's occupied and what's not. It's got buttons and shit. So I am one of those dads. Now, I applaud those fathers who have taken that chance and take their daughters into the women's bathroom. It just won't be me. I don't think those men are wrong. I just, for my own personal reasons, I can't do it. Even if I was to knock on the door, like, hey, is there anybody in here? I need to take my daughter to pee. Or like, oh, well, why don't you send her into the bathroom with somebody else? First of all, fuck no. I don't trust you hoes. I don't know none of you hoes. I'm not trusting y'all with my daughter, and my daughter a snitch. So you try some shit, she's going to be like, no, daddy. And then guess what I'm doing? Walking in that women's bathroom. So we're just not even going to take a chance. We're just not going to do that. Sorry. I would rather just...
I would prefer for you not to catch an assault case. Yes. Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
yeah. You know, because I'm very vocal, right? Because, like, we be walking in the store, and, like, sometimes my child be wandering and not... Like, she stay... You know, like, I always tell her to stay by my side. And I'm sure Moo does the same thing. But sometimes they be looking at their phone or their tablet and they get the veering off the path. And they almost like collide into people. I'm like, baby, you gotta watch where you're going. You're gonna make daddy have to slap somebody daddy today, and I'm not trying to do that. Like, it's the truth. But back on this bathroom thing. Fathers, girl dads specifically, do what you gotta do to make sure your baby don't pee on themselves. Whether you gotta go to the men's bathroom, women's bathroom, family bathroom, whatever your situation might be, do what you're comfortable with. Do what you're comfortable with. There is nothing wrong with taking your daughter to the men's bathroom within reason. Obviously, if it's a sketchy place, don't do that. But you know, like if you had a big time public place, like a Buc-ee's, Walmart, Target, HEB, pretty much I just named a bunch of places that I normally go to. Like, do what you got to do for your kid. Because the thing is, when a kid got to pee, a kid got to pee. They can only hold them so long. You ain't got time to be like, oh, which bathroom are you going to? Motherfucker, just go. Like, when I'm walking towards the bathroom, I'm like, do I see a family bathroom? Men's room. That's my path. There is no going into the women's bathroom for me personally. Because I just can't. I just don't want that to ever be a thing for me personally. So, that's me.
I think one of the things that get lost in the translation here with this story that annoys the shit out of me the most is that the bathroom was a single stall women's bathroom. It's not like the dad walked in to a bathroom where it's like 3 or 4 and there might be some women in there. It's a single stall women's bathroom. That is the thing that annoyed me the most. What is the problem?
I'm like GQ when it comes to my girls using the bathroom. With my son, it's a little different. Because nigga, I'm finna just open this door and you finna whip it out and we finna get the fuck up out of here. But well, my daughters, it's always been different, and I've always been like this since my oldest. It's a little easier now because they're 10 and 8, so I can send them together and just kind of like patrol the outside area.
They know.
Whenever, yeah, because they know. You feel me? We have a code word and everything. You feel me? So all I gotta do is make a sound, and I'm coming to the door like GI Joe. Okay, and I'm shooting first, and I'm asking questions later. You feel me? But so with them it's a little easier. But as they were getting older, right? Especially having 2 of them, 2 under 2, right? And then as they're growing up, us being together without my wife, or just being in a public setting, I always try to avoid truck stops just because majority of them are disgusting. Unless you talking about Buc-ee's. Now, if I'm in Texas and I'm driving and I see a Buc-ee's and they gotta pee, oh, we stopping for shit show, nigga, because I'm for sure. Yeah, no, it's good. Don't even worry about that. You feel me? And when we was in Texas, she was just turning 1, so a lot of the times when we were potty training, we were driving through different cities, she would have to pee, right? So we would stop at a few truck stops, whatever the case may be, right? But I would always try to stick to the 3 H's whenever I had my daughters, and it would be hotels, hospitals, or home. You feel me? We either going, you got to pee? All right, bet. I'm finna navigate to the quickest, to the fastest hotel, or to the nearest hotel, or to the nearest hospital. You feel me? I'm not going to no gas stations. I'm not doing all that extra stuff because, like GQ, I'm not even gonna take the risk of going into the women's restroom and, oh, what's the dad in here and all the stuff like that. And yeah, I know a lot of women can be very, very very sweet about that, and they can be very, very understanding about that, but I just don't like taking the risk. I don't like the awkwardness. I'm not finna do all that. You feel me? We finna go into this men's restroom. We finna bust this down, and you finna go ahead and get the fuck up out of here. You feel me? And the reason why I try to stick to the two H's is because they have professional cleaning services, right? Hospitals have professional cleaning services. You got to stay sanitary. Hotels have professional cleaning services. You got to stay sanitary. Okay, so I know at least if I go into the men's room in a hotel and a hospital, it's gotta be clean because they do the cleaning at least every hour and 45 minutes. You feel me? So that's the only thing when it came to being a girl dad. When it comes to being a girl dad like GQ, that risk that we taking, and we just ask, can we keep the men's restroom clean, and can we get some damn changing tables? That's it. That's it. That's all we want.
Can we just can family bathrooms just be a goddamn standard? I just need one. Just one. I'm not asking for 3 or 4. However, I will do, I'll tell you what I did. I took it a step further. For the longest time, I carried one of them toilet seats with that you buy like HEB and shit. So when we had to go to the bedroom, I put that down and she sat on that because I'm the one that cleans that motherfucker. So I was one of them. In the diaper bag, I carried, whether it was Peppa Pig, Bluey, whatever it was, I carried that hoe with me. Because obviously we know we're men, okay? We know sometimes there's some men out here that can't hit the goddamn stream and they get all over the toilet seat. And I ain't got time to wipe off the toilet seat, do all this, like put this seat down, seat cover down, put your booty on there, let's get it in, let's wipe you off, let's get up out of here. Like, it's like a NASCAR pit crew in this thing. Like,
I'm trying to tell you, NASCAR pit stop, boom, 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 zit, zit, zit. We gotta go.
Like, we bougie because we carry the wife, you know what I'm saying? Look, we're gonna clean you with the good stuff. We do what we gotta do. But it's because it's just, it's literally what Moose said. It's just, we not running the risk. It's hard. Like, and I see a lot of videos and there'll be a lot of moms like, oh, just, we applaud and we respect the men. Listen, but you're not going to be there every time I go to the women's bathroom. I'm going to go in there one time and I'm going to catch the wrong mom and I'm going to be on World Star, on Brizzy's Hood News, or somewhere I don't want to be on some bullshit. So we're not even going to run that risk. And at the same time, the reason we avoid certain very, very public places is who is seen it just like out there. A lot of videos where it be dudes hiding in the stalls in these women's bathrooms, waiting on these women and prowling and shit. I'm like, I wish they might. I wish they might. Leave it at that. Wish they might. That's all I'm gonna say. I wish they might.
I feel that.
World Star and everything else at that point. Hell, I might go live on my own goddamn social media fucking with me.
We gonna go live
like
for
that
shit show.
Episode of Booker T when he was on TNA commentating. He was doing commentary on his own match. I'm be going commentary on this whole BTA that's about to happen in his bathroom.
Oh, we gonna go live for shit show. They're gonna need a few cameras, CNN, some reporters, and the coroner.
Before we get out of here, because I didn't even realize we'd already been on here an hour and 37 minutes and it's 10:54.
Right,
good Lord. We are cooking. Before we get out of here, I have one important question to ask both of you, and I want y'all to elaborate. I mean, it doesn't matter how long you go. I'm not a dad, so I want to hear your perspective, whether it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever. Mo, when did you become a dad? Let me ask you that before I ask this next question.
2016.
2016. GQ, you became a dad 2022, 2021? 21. Okay. I was around. I just couldn't remember the year. Damn. Kalissa's been there for every Gentleman's Talk episode. Good God.
Literally.
Especially in the back cave. So I gotta ask both of you.
You remember the baby body in the background?
Yep. So I gotta ask both of y'all this one question, hear both of your perspectives. When you became a father, what was the one thing that you noticed about yourself that changed the most?
I actually had this conversation yesterday. I just had this conversation yesterday. Somebody asked me a similar question. Well, sort of. We were just having a conversation about parenthood and then the fatherly part. And I'll peel back the curtain on this. For me, my heart softened. My heart softened towards her. It didn't soften towards people. Fuck other people. It softened towards her. Because I knew when she was born, something had to change. And those who know me, they know I'm not always the best person. I have my tendencies, my days of doing dumb shit. But when my daughter was born,
I kind of
my
tend to
heart,
disagree, but it's okay.
yeah, but my heart softened. And I mean, when I say that, like, it's the way that I would go about life with her. It's I am 100% stern with her, because she's a girl, and the world sucks for girls. 100%, the world fucking sucks for girls. So it's my job to raise a tough daughter. So I don't coddle children. Mike, I don't coddle children. I ain't never coddled an athlete. I don't coddle none of you. Fuck you. No, you all gonna earn your stripes equally because I just believe that. If you're not earning your stripes in this life, you ain't really living life. So I can't protect you from everything. I have to let you fall. I have to let you get scraped up. I gotta let you get bruised a little. I have to let those things happen. I'm not sympathetic. I'm empathetic. I'm always gonna be empathetic with my daughter. I'll never be sympathetic because I don't want you to be raised that level of soft. If you understand what I'm saying, because I, as her father, must make sure that she understands that the world is very difficult for girls, which means that there are things that I am going to do to prepare you. My favorite thing to do is tell you no. That's my favorite thing to do. Tell you no. I tell my daughter no all the time, and I do it without a single hesitation. Hey, Daddy, I know. Micah knows this. I say no. Why do you and right? You see how Mulu started laughing, right? Because he understands what I'm about to say next. Yes, I'm saying no. Do you know why you tell children, especially little girls, no? Because if you give them the world, they expect the world. Which means if you go to the store and go grocery shopping and get to the checkout line, oh, Daddy, can I get a coloring book? No. But if I get her a coloring book, now every time we go to HEB or something, she expects me to get her a color. No. Because we were raised as children, you don't get stuff every time. But when you get that stuff, you appreciate that stuff. I'm teaching appreciation. You might not like the fact that I'm saying no. But the lesson here is that you are learning to appreciate, oh man, Daddy bought me this today. Because if Daddy bought it all the time, then we get into this conversation that we will have in the coming months, Micah. So I'm giving you a heads up now. This, as you should, fucking era that I'm over. I'm about to destroy.
Over.
I'm about to destroy that shit because I'm over that shit. That shit. Whew, let me get back on track. We're gonna get, but anyway, because I don't want that. All right. I also do not allow my daughter to open doors. I look at her like she lost her damn mind if she touches me. That includes my truck door. That includes the restaurant door. That includes the bathroom stall. Why are you touching the door? Because I don't care. No, why you open the door? She argues with me. And Micah knows it. My daughter's notorious arguing. Because I want to. No. What did I say? Touch the door. Don't touch the fucking door. Don't touch the fucking door. I got this. Why am I doing that? Because at some point, she's going to be a teenager. She's going to get a boyfriend. And you know what's going to happen? They're going to go somewhere. And that young boy is going to make a cardinal mistake. He's not going to open that door for my daughter. You know what my daughter going to say? My daddy always opened the door for me. But I planted that seed a long time ago. I planted that seed in a 3-year-old's head. That's fine. So when I say that the reason to go back to the original point of why I say my heart is softened is because it's softened because I have to. However, it also created this monster where I have to be stern and I have to be empathetic because I want to make sure that when my daughter becomes an adult, she can navigate this world just fine. Or like I always tell her, because she's about to get into karate. I say, listen, babe, all you got to do is put that little boy in a chokehold and call you daddy. I'll take care of the rest. I just need you to subdue him, and I'll be there in a minute. Don't even worry about it. That's just the way I am. So I've been like this with her pretty much her whole life, and I'm always going to be stern. I'm always going to say no. I'm going to say no a lot before I say yes. I just am, by default. It's just easier. It's funny. It's more fun. Because then when I finally do say yes, she's like shocked. It's like, oh my God, Daddy said yes. I know. I can be nice sometimes. But I need you to understand that everything is just not given to you in this life, in this world. There are things you must earn. There are things you must do to allow yourself to have these things. So if I continue to give you everything, I'm not doing you the right life lesson by just letting you have it. I'm going to spoil you. obviously, I'm gonna buy you shit. Obviously, you have a whole K-pop Demon Hunter 5th birthday coming up. That's in Cosmic Air. Like we got a whole like you getting all the shit when it's time. but, but like in these key moments, though, like day-to-day operations, that's just me.
I would say that I got softer in the heart with the more kids that I got. And if you ask my wife, she would call me a big softy. But honestly, I thought I became more of a crash out. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I thought due to the kids that I have, the crash out level is even more apparent than it was before. And I say this, I have this saying, right? And it's not may not be the most positive thing, but who cares? I don't have kids, or I don't keep having kids because I like kids or because I like having kids. No, I'm having kids so that if anybody get out of line, me and my kids gonna jump you. Like I'm just that's the real reason why I keep having kids, okay? Because I got a fourth one on, like, she'll be here in October. You feel me? So I'm just
Oh
letting
man.
everybody know I'm not doing it just because I like having kids. I like doing the do to have kids, but I'm only doing it just so you know, we will jump you. Like it's going to be 5 or 6 v1 or two. I don't know how that goes, but um
Moo
I will
having
say,
4 other crash outs is
oh yeah, most definitely,
crazy.
most definitely, most definitely, most definitely. Um, but I say that to say what I did develop is patience, because growing up I was never really the patient kind of person, which I mean obviously can attend to the crash outs, right? I don't really have the patience to deal with a lot of bullshit. But you notice that with children, especially little girls, right? You have to have a certain level of patience because it takes a certain level of understanding, and it takes a certain level of being able to explain things to a little girl, and to the point where she understands them. And it's more so to the point where she has to, like GQ said, she has to get it from a more stern point, but she has to understand that this is coming from a more softer kind of concerning, kind of loving kind of place, right? So you have to be able to have a healthy balance of both, but it takes a certain level of patience because we understand that they're going to go through life and see life the way they see it, and we're going to see life for them the way we want to see them. But at the end of the day, we have to have a certain level of patience to just understand that they're going to walk the way they're going to walk, they're going to run the way they're going to run, they're going to attack life the way they're going to attack life. And it's not always up to us, it's not always hurry up and do this, it's not always I need to see you like this. It's just sometimes you got to sit back and wait, sit back and watch. You know what I mean? Like they'll show you what all of your hard work has done if you let them, right? And that's the one thing I kind of really learned throughout my years, especially with my two oldest, right? My son, he's getting there, but he's still young and wild and reckless. So um I'm not really expecting that from him. But with my two oldest, you see the kind of the work that you put in, and with a different level of patience, even when it comes to them two, because they're 2 years apart. But everybody always confuses them as twins. But they're very, very different in a multitude of ways. So the patience that I have to have with one is not the patience that I have to have with another one. And when they come together and they do this thing where they like to synchronize their voices and sound like twins, it's the weirdest, craziest shit ever. But you just have to have a certain level of discernment and a certain level of patience to understand, okay, you need this kind of love, and you need this kind of love, and you need this kind of discipline, and you need this kind of discipline. And I can't, even though I love all my kids the same and I don't treat them the same, I do parent them differently because I have to, and you have to have a certain level of patience and a certain depth of patience to really understand and to really do that. So the biggest thing that has taught me is really just patience, to really just to slow down and appreciate things and slow down and let things work it out for themselves. Because like seeing my kids take on life and seeing my kids handle and do everything that I've taught them and attack the world in that sense, but at the same time put their own spin on it, it just makes you think about and attack life differently as a whole. So they've taught me a lot, man. I tell them little niggas every single day, bro. Y'all saved my life. Um, so yeah, man. Those are my little nuts, man. My little nut sequences. Hazelnut on the way. Yeah, I call them my nuts because they came from my nuts. So
we definitely got it. We
there you go.
definitely got the concept. It was just funny.
Yeah, peanut,
And the
almond,
crazy,
cashew, and hazelnut on the way. There you go.
Jesus Christ.
My nuts.
The good thing about this one that I'm holding right now is like they always tell people, and who understands this better than anybody else. They always say like the second one is like the worst one, because like so mind you, right? This is my only one, right? But I have a stepdaughter, so it's like I'm getting like the 2-for-1 special because she my only one, but she's still the second one, so she act like the second one's supposed to act, and that's what I'm getting. And why you think I broke the Guinness World Record for the fastest vasectomy? Because I was like, fuck all that. 'Cause boy, I wasn't finna be in my 40s raising another one of these.
They will
Because
test the second. Oh, goodness gracious. They'll test your gangster, boy. I'm trying to tell you.
listen, daughters, test your patience harder than any other woman on the planet. Not your wife, not your mama, not your sisters. Your daughter.
You heard what he said.
Your daughter will have you feeling like you got a head full of gray hair when your hair is still black. You will
She
be
not messing with me tonight.
you will be contemplating life dealing with your daughter. Because listen, I know we gotta go. During the week, when school is in session, getting this one up is a task. Somewhat. But you know what happens on a Saturday morning at 7:05?
Morning.
Daddy, is it morning? The fuck? So you can get up at 7:05 on a Saturday, want some pancakes with black eggs, which is just chorizo and eggs. But Monday through Friday, oh, you tired? Your legs hurt, your feet hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Like I ain't worked all week. Like I ain't been at the gym. Like my body hurt right now. I just did a 2.5 hour leg day yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Daddy, I'm sleepy. So I
Yeah,
hear all.
like shit, me too. Shit, I'm sleepy right now. Look, she's sleepy right now. We won't go to sleep. You know why? Because I'm not in the bed next to her. Patience. She was supposed to be asleep 2 hours ago. We've been on
Nope.
this show almost 2 hours. If you done the math. So whenever we sign off, guess where I'm going? In this bed with this little big head girl.
And on that note,
It'd be like that.
closing thoughts to round out this Father's Day episode. We gonna start with Moo, aka Papa Smurf.
Hey, man. Another fire show. Make sure you guys, if you missed it, tune into the rest of the show throughout the rest of the week and catch this show later on as soon as it's uploaded. Shout out to all the fathers. Have a happy Father's Day. Shout out to all the men during during Men's Mental Health Month. Please take care of your mental. Take care of your brother's mental. Check on your loved ones. Check on your family. And remember, stay black, stay high, stay fly. And Baby's kids said, "We don't die, we multiply."
Multiply.
Hey.
GQ.
So yeah, man. So I'll touch on the men's mental health side of it first, man. If you know anything about me, man, I'm a big advocate for it. I'm a big supporter of it, man. So fathers, men in general, if you need some extra motivation or if you need some extra just anything, right? I encourage you to follow me on TikTok. It's at J_Mr. GQ_Kim. Because that's been my niche. I've been posting a lot more fitness content that's blended with men's mental health, men's growth, self accountability. Because I'm going through my own growth journey, my own vulnerability, if you will, right? So we got to be there for each other. We had an episode about this a couple episodes back about men need to have a support, men need to have a circle, men need to have a safe place. Well, I'm deciding to use social media as a platform to be a safe place for myself, and that's what I'm doing. Second, Felicity, thank you. Thank you for being born. Thank you for changing my life. Thank you for being the reason I'm stressed out. But I still love you. Little body big, as OG Mel. But you will and for always be the greatest thing that has ever happened in my life. Changing me from being sort of a crash out like Moolage, but not exactly, to being a dad. But I get to be your dad. And I love you for that forever.
We love a dad crash out. Absolutely.
100%.
These are my babies in reference.
Hey, listen, we advocate for dad crash outs, okay? Necessary.
All right. Final thoughts. Make sure you tune in to the rest of the shows this week. Basket to Basket Off the Glass tomorrow. Inside the Huddle on Friday, where they talk that ish. Best damn football show in the end of the period. Tuesday, we're right back here with Basket to Basket. And of course, Wednesday, you got the boys here on Gentlemen's Talk. Shout out to all the fathers out there. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. 2 men on the screen. 2 of the best fathers I know. Actually, I just wanted to make sure and point that out. Very active in their life. My encouraging words. Oh, before I say my encouraging words, also happy Juneteenth to all my black people out there and everybody else who's not black that wants to celebrate. Make sure you're out in Mackney on Saturday.
Yep. Oh, I got one very important alibi. It's not an alibi, it's a spoiler. So Moolid, I will be on Inside the Huddle on Friday.
Say less. We going up.
So we gotta talk about Mr. Sorsby.
Yeah, we definitely got to talk about Mr. Brandon
I'm
Sorsby.
on his ass. We got to talk about a lot, but I'm just letting everybody know if you tune in to Inside the Huddle, just know that the trifecta will be in full trifecta force on Friday. I will be on Inside the Huddle, and we're gonna turn the fuck up. So I'm not even crashing the show. I'm just letting y'all know now. So if you watch Gentlemen's Talk on Wednesday, I warned you. So when you see me, don't act surprised.
All right. Last thing I want to tell everybody out there, especially for Father's Day. This is the generation of change. Keep being a generation of change. This is the most present that a lot of fathers have been in their kids' lives, especially black fathers. This generation has done an absolute magnificent job of flipping the script. Y'all keep flipping the script. Yeah, Gentlemen's Talk. Everybody is a present father, and I love that about them all. So
Yes,
we
rewriting the script. We ain't flipping the script.
All right, rewriting the script. So we will see y'all next week. We are out.
Motivation in you and inspire the world to do what you can. If you love it, then fuck it, get through it. Mumble mentality activated. I waited for so long. Get burners out, outweight. When you see me.